Reading I-Ching. Progress. Composition of hexagram. The fire is rising over the ground. It is likely that this hexagram symbolizes the sun rising above the horizon. Now that we have gone through a long night of rest and dream, it is time to stretch our body, to rise up high into the sky. This hexagram tells us that it is the right time for us to show off what we have been preparing so far, just like the sun rising up from the solid ground to a higher place. In some way, it feels very similar to the previous hexagram, great power. While the lightning was flashing in the sky in the previous hexagram, the light is rising from the ground in this one. While the light above the sky symbolizes the idea that is not supported by materialistic or realistic foundation, the sunlight above the ground can actually awaken various lives, which lives on fertile land. Remember that we should always keep a humble attitude while moving forward. We need to show what we have, without exaggeration or boasting off. Even if we try to brag about what we do not have, it will be easily found out in bright light. Even if we try to bite more than we can chew, we will not be able to achieve it in this fair and just daylight. Overall meaning. There are 3 consecutive lines of yin at the lower part of this hexagram. It seems to symbolize a firm and solid foundation on which we can move things forward. On the other hand, 2 lines of yang are located in the upper trigram, which illustrates the driving force to achieve what we want. In the middle of the 2 lines of yang, however, lies a line of yin. It seems to emphasize that we should not simply stick to what we want stubbornly, just like the hexagram number 12 standstill often represents. We need to keep a sense of balance in the center of our heart, and carry out the task more humbly. The sun shines by itself. In addition, the intense light of the sun brightens the surroundings. It is often said that human relationship is not one-sided, but that it comes from interaction. However, as for this hexagram, it seems to tell us that we need to stand up on our own 2 feet and walk forward, without depending on others. And by setting an example by yourself, you will be able to awaken other people as well, and encourage them to follow you. Sometimes you had better believe in your own abilities, and set out to do things without worrying too much about what other people might think about it. Of course, such confidence should always be based on solid preparation, such as the firm ground in the lower trigram. If you try to possess what you do not deserve, the light of strong faith cannot fill your heart. Instead, the anxiety that you might lose what you hold in your hand will cloud your mind. The sun rises above the ground based on a lot of preparation, and once it starts to rise, it does not lean on the power of the earth anymore. It gets brighter as it gets further and further away from the ground. But you need to remember, while the sunlight is illuminating the world brightly, everything that has been accomplished could not have been done by the power of the bright sun alone. It is based on a lot of invisible efforts and preparation, which is hidden from our view.